let's go ahead and move on, man. To Scale wanted to talk about. He sent me an article about some Capcom and some game prices stuff, man. So hit us with that, man.
Yes, sir. Capcom, our beloved Capcom. I'm a big fan. We all are. Dragon's Dogma 2 coming out soon. We all hyped about it for sure. Where I think we're all copping it. I think it's unanimous. I'm pretty sure that's the most hyped game to come out like next month, even over Rise. And as far as overall popularity, that's probably the biggest one for sure. No, almost for sure. So with that, with the game comes another thing, and it's called the price. You must pay. So Capcom released an article and they were talking about this is their first game that's going to be priced at $70. Shout out to Capcom because they held it down this long without making their game $70. They have to shout out. And I know that we all agree that we pretty much all expected this game to come out for $70. It's huge. Like we know this game's going to cost us. It's worth the penny, so we're willing to pay that whatever. So Capcom pretty much just released a statement, and they said, industry development costs are rising, and we are considering price review as one of the options. Ultimately, we intended to take a thoughtful approach in pricing our games while ascertaining user feedback. So pretty much, I guess they're going to price this and see what the community thinks about it. You know what I mean? And how we feel and if we're cool with that, which we're going to say no, but they don't really have a choice except to price it this way because costs are so high. And if we think about cost of games being made, we think Spider-Man, and that was 300. So all in all, when you hear it that way, it makes you think, okay, so they kind of need to be priced this way because they cost $300 million to make, man. Like, not saying all games are like that, but just imagine that that's their cost. Like, that's insane. So I guess my first question would be, how do you guys feel about just $70 as far as just the, what's it called, MSRP for video games? Do you think that, do you guys think that's okay, expensive? Just where we're at right now. What you think, Nova?
I think $70, man, for that Dragon Dogma. We've all seen it. It looks amazing, dude. It looks great. So, and shout out to Capcom, man, because Capcom has been dropping some fire for a budget for a very long time, man. We even got lucky enough to get that Exo Primal for the low, on Game Pass, which is also surprisingly Capcom. So, yeah, man. If it's an amazing game and everybody else is raising their prices to $70 and nothing out there is getting cheaper to make. As we all know, we in the middle of inflation, we in the middle of all these other things that can, just make everything more expensive. So yeah, definitely Capcom, they can definitely get some of the $70 action as well. And I can't believe definitely even Monster Hunter, huge, like amazing games,
Yeah.
And they always release solid product. You rarely hear Capcom struggling and in the news for something that's pretty bad. So I'm all for it, man. What do you think, Viking?
I'm a kind of two minds. I think games like Dragon Dogma make sense. Like your AAA titles that have proven themselves. Like, and somebody in my zone said Capcom has been the most consistent developer this gen, low key, and they have.
I agree.
Right. So they can I think they can put their games out for 70 and nobody's going to bat an eye. Whoever wants the game's going to buy the game. Right. But but then you had games like Power World and Helldivers, right? Now both of those are multi-plat games, right? And they're both priced at $30-$40. And and I'm sure all these publishers have, their price analysts to where, like, if we sell it for 70, we're going to lose this many sales, but we'll make up for that extra $10 in this, right? But there's something to be said about that $40-$50 price point in the world of like new games that have unproven that are $70 to $100. Like Skull and Bones, Brent, like new is like, I'm not paying for that.
Yeah,
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? If it was $30-$40, I might, you know what I mean? But they're gonna have to do some readjusting, man, because you had games like if Helldivers or Power World was priced at $60, $70, it would not, especially on the PC side, right? Listen, I play on PC. I got people that friends that play on PC, bro, scoffing at them $70 price points, bro. Like they just gonna wait for that Steam sale and keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Yeah.
But there's gonna have to be, you know, a line that these publishers walk. Like, all right, this game is unproven. It's a new IP. Yes, we spent this much money. It's multi-plat, so we're gonna sell it at 50. Right? It's just a much more like $70 is a fucking lot of money, especially like from last year to this year. There's going to be bangers out, right?
Yeah.
So now it's going to be time and it's money that has cost me, right? Like Helldivers came out, it was on Steam, $40. Oh, like that's nothing. Let me try it out, right? Let's see what the hype is about. But even if their hype was there and it was $70, I would have passed.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Same with Power World, right? Like Power World was $30, bro, and that shit went nuts. That shit had fucking almost 20 million players in like a couple weeks.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, it's a balancing line to me. The $70, like, again, like your Final Fantasy, $70. Okay, your Dragon's Dogma that comes out, your Indiana Jones, your Avowed, like, cool, right? But some of these other titles, bro, that be coming out, and I see like that standard at 70 and that premium at 100.
Yeah,
and like, bro, motherfucker, you have not proven yourself to be this price. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the new Monster Hunter comes out, that's $70.
Yeah.
Easy. It's cool. It's proven itself. Capcom's consistent. Whatever, right? A Witcher 4 somehow miraculously pops up. That's $70.
Easy.
You know what I mean? Grand Theft Auto 6. That bitch might be $100.
It might be. And that'd be the only one I don't bat an eye for. Like, y'all have proven yourselves my entire life. So y'all. I will pay the bill because I've heard rumors about that cost. I'm like, deluxes, and they're like, no, it's gonna be the actual price. I'm like, they got it for me. I'm playing the game. Yeah. You're not gonna stop.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, Chad, would y'all pay $100 for Grand Theft Auto 6? Because I think a lot of people actually would, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
They're gonna have the twerk on top of the car package. You already know. They're gonna have all different levels. For
I think that, we talked about, like, this was like our first episode. I think that we was talking about it, and I would not doubt that these motherfuckers. Everybody saying no. somebody said day one.
What?
But I would not doubt if they go the route and start some new shit with like a subscription service to play the game, bro. Like, you have to be subscribed to Rockstar Plus just to play the game, bro. You know what I mean?
It's gonna work. Whatever they do will work is the thing. Because sorry, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna be missing out either. I got FOMO bad. I don't want to hear nobody saying it's good. It's like, it's good.
Yeah, I'm buying that shit day one, bro.
Yeah, day one for sure.
Yeah, me too.
I'm not even gonna front, dog. It's gonna have me.
Yeah, I don't care either.
I'll miss out on 2 games, bro. And good thing Xbox is kicking on all cylinders, bro, because the Game Pass, gonna save me some money for a bunch of games. You know what I'm saying? So
that was a point in my thing, is that I need Game Pass right now. Like, there's a lot of stuff. Like, every time I play Persona, bro, I'm like, man, I would have bought this for full price. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, but damn, like, thank you, Game Pass, because my balls are not being broken. It is nice.
I'm still feeling that Suicide Squad.
I'm feeling it, baby.
Yeah.
That shit punched me right in the kidneys, my boy.
Oh man. So where do y'all see that line, bro? I think that $40 price point has kind of proven itself to work for a lot of titles. Even like Enshroud just came out, which is another survival game for $30. That's just doing numbers on Steam. You guys played, what was that small title that was like $10? You streamed it, Skill.
Oh, Lethal Company?
Lethal Company, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like that shit did numbers too.
That price point is what did it for that.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I just think a lot of these these publishers it's probably it's the execs that that price these games out, but like they're gonna have to start looking at it. It's like, all right, do we want this game to be successful and have a large player count enough to get us a sequel, right? Especially for these newer games, because I'm gonna tell you straight up, like unless you're subscribed to Ubisoft Plus, I don't know how IGN gave. I might have. I'm not gonna speak on it. Never mind. I'm gonna have to try the game out myself for Skull and Bones.
What they give it?
A 7 out of 10.
That's generous as shit. Boy, bad, and I was like, boy, y'all better be rating this as straight boat work. Boat work, because that shit I was almost bored on a beta. It's like, oh no, I can't be bored on the beta.
Yeah. That does say a lot.
Yeah.
It does, man. So but like if Skull and Bones came out with 40, because it has microtransactions, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a live service type of shit.
Yeah.
Too.
Bring that shit to $40. Then people can spend like what they want in the in-game currency if your game is good, right? But yeah, I think the $70 price point has gotten out of hand because it's $70 and $100, right? Like for the premium edition for whatever. Right. I think that shit's gotten out of hand, bro. Like honestly, like I get these games aren't cheap to make. They're not. $200-300 million to make. But when you price it at, people are scoffing at it, bro. Especially when you got stuff like PS Plus and especially Game Pass, and you got GeForce Now, which I heard is amazing now as far as like cloud streaming or whatever. But yeah, like that price point is fucking nuts, man. Like $70 for your unproven publishers and games.
Okay, but it sounds like you're cool with like $70 for some stuff, right? So you said like you know the Monster Hunter World or Monster Hunter game $70, you know what I'm saying? But you said as long as there still has some games out there for that $30 to $40 price point,
right?
You'll be cool with that.
Yep.